Alright guys, as promised, as usual, the KLX forks / handlebars are crooked. We're going to show you in this video what we do, the two major things that usually go wrong to get this bad boy straightened back out and ready to ride tomorrow. Stay tuned, here we go. Alright, so we got our 17mm socket here on the wrench. Rylan is going to loosen these bad boys up, and we're going to adjust the handlebars first. You can see here very clearly, gap, no gap. So the handlebars are definitely an issue this time around. We're going to go ahead and show you even what to do when the forks go, but he's going to loosen these up first. Alright, so once that's loose, we've got both these 17mm bolts loose. I've got Rylan holding the front tire straight. This helps with a friend for sure. We're going to turn the handlebars and you'll see this gap start to go away. So see, it starts getting straight. You can go either way, but you would just want to make sure they're straight. And then what we'll do is, while I'm on the bike holding the handlebars in the right position, I'm going to have Rylan tighten these 17mm bolts down so that we keep the handlebars in the right spot. Once we know that this gap is correct, then we can start messing with the forks and the triple clamps themselves and make sure that they are straight also. Alright, so now that we got the gap set correctly, you can kind of see it here, it's pretty close on the handlebar risers, and it's still not totally straight. We're going to go ahead and loosen up the triple clamp. This one is a 14. We're going to pull this bracket all the way off to get it out of the way because we're going to be using a rubber mallet. These are 12mm up here, and we're just going to get them so they're hand loosen, just so we can turn them. We don't want anything to fall apart. We just want it to be nice and loose and fluid so that we can move it around. So we have everything loose. You can kind of see here. What I always do is I line this tab up with the center mark on the fork tube. Get that lined up, and you can kind of see here already. This is cattywampus. It's not totally straight. So what I do is I use my legs to pinch the front tire, and then we're going to grab the handlebars and turn it and start pushing it that way. If all else fails and that does not work, we grab a rubber mallet, only rubber, or a piece of 2x4 and a 3-pound hammer. You just don't want to mar all this up. You don't want to beat it up real bad. So if you don't have a rubber mallet or a sand mallet, use a 2x4 on here and a 3-pound hammer, and that way you don't beat the crap out of the metal. Everything's straightened back out, and now we're going to torque these back down to spec and just get everything put back together. We'll get this bracket here back on this side, and then we'll come back when everything's put back together. Alright, so there, we're done. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something. We got this bike put back together and we're ready to ride tomorrow.